Do you know what that is? That is my It's Not Raining dance. So today it's not raining. So welcome back to Andy's Allotment. So thing is, so the Europe trip's done. Yeah, I had to come back I had to cut half of it down. We had a problem in the family and I had somebody helping me out there. He was helping me do the filming and get about. He even did a bit of driving for me and stuff like that. You won't see him on camera because he's very camera shy, but he just said he got to his limit, so we had to cut the journey short. Then we had a problem with the wife's family as well, so unfortunately, yes, we had a death. So that just stopped everything and we had to come back early. So yeah, so that's where we are so far. So we're doing arrangements for that at the moment, and it's just a sad time. At least I had some help out there when I was doing filming. I haven't kind of like ripped people off, because when I got into each town, so if you remember, I started off in France, stayed one night in France. We both went down to through Germany. You know, like we got, I can't remember the names of the places now. We got through. I tell you what, I didn't like going around Brussels. Was it? Well, Spaghetti Junction round there. I made 2 wrong turns. But yeah, so got further down into past Cologne, Frankfurt, down into Munich, down towards Passau. We stayed at Passau on the border of Austria. Went into Austria, did all the couple of tourist stuff in Austria. You're going to see Switzerland as well, and then that's where we had to cut. As soon as we got back into France, I was going to go across the Pyrenees with him, but obviously with the death in the family and he had problems as well. Like, I think we were just on our time limit and we had to come back, and I couldn't do it on my own. There's no way I can do stuff like that on my own. Not with my mobility issues and that. So I just thought, well, why not come back home, support the wife and the family, and just get back onto the allotment stuff and start talking to you guys. So couple of things I will say is I'm not getting very many comments, so I'm gonna have a chat with YouTube and make sure that you are getting the videos, you are seeing them, or if there's something wrong in my settings, I don't know. But there's not that many people asking questions, and I thought by now there would have been a lot of questions, you know. But anyway, so we'll see that through. So where are we up to now? So we're coming towards the end of September. So what do we do? What do we do now? Right, you're working on it. You're doing allotment, whether you do 10 minutes a day, half an hour a day, or if you're fit and healthy and you do 6-8 hours a day. You're retired, lovely, to spend time down doing stuff like that. But it's that time of the year where you're enjoying your crop. Your crop, it doesn't matter what you grow, whether you grow flowers, fruit, vegetables. You've got your winter vegging by now, hopefully, because if you haven't, it's all too late. So, you know, you should be enjoying the produce that you've grown. I mean, I give most of my stuff away, to be honest, but I enjoy. Oh, nearly lost the camera there. So I enjoy doing what I do, and I hope that you enjoy coming on the channel and getting involved with stuff and learning stuff. And that's what I was going to hope that was coming out in the comments. We were going to start helping and supporting each other. Like this year, I failed, right? So I used some of that stuff, feed additives, minerals, you know, food supplements for the fruit, flowers, veg and everything, NPK, blah blah blah. Showed you the powders and everything. There's one thing I failed on. I came back and I couldn't believe my luck, because I started it so early and it got up there and started growing, you know. It's a sweet corn. When I came back, the sweet corn was all wet through, putting it politely, and just like horrible wet through colour, yellow, all the way through, yeah, saturated with water. And the only thing that and you can help me here. The only thing that I could think it would be was, if you remember that I put the sweet corn in so early, right? I thought we've got a good chance here because the sweet corn needs a lot of sun, as much sun as you can get, right? So I bedded it in, gave it a feed, thought I was doing everything right. The one thing I think I've done wrong is when they started shooting up and they started weeding root, looked like they were seeding, to be honest. So I got my clever head on and I just went, oh, I'll snap them. I'll snap all the tops off. So if you remember on one of the videos before, I decided to snap all the tops off on the sweet corn, and I think that that's how the water's got in and killed it through the actual tube of the sweet corn itself. Because the same thing happened to me dahlias about 2 years ago. I thought, oh, I'll get in there early and I cut all my dahlias right at the bottom, yeah. All that did was let water into the tubers, yeah, because dahlias grow in a tube, don't they, yeah. So I'd snapped the tube, yeah, and left the tops open, and all the water got in and killed all my tubers. All the tubers that I had, they all went mushy and they started stinking like dahlias do when they go rotten, minging, absolute minging. So what am I doing now on the allotment at Morecambe? Right, so as you seen at the beginning, yes, it's not raining. Yahoo! So I'm enjoying myself today, but it's windy. It's still windy, and the wind does my head in. And the wind killed my peas, didn't it? Pea killer, wind. Yes, you did. It killed my peas. So there's a couple of things that we live and learn. A few things that I've spoken about now already. Dahlias, sweet corn, peas, you know, and the wind and the different effects that the weather has on our crops. Could start spieling off talking about farmers now, because that's the thing that they're up against. Farmers are up against, unfortunately, they're up against, well, obviously worse than me, because that's their sole income. Well, actually, this is my sole income, to be honest, yeah, but anyway, which I don't get paid for, by the way, so we're not quite there yet, but we'll keep working at it, no problem. So yeah, farmers, unfortunately, I was listening on, what they call LBG, is it LBG? LBC? LBC, and it's something like that anyway, I forget it, LBC News I think they call it, and they had farmers on the interview and some specialists and all that lot, and they said that basically you have to take samples of the land, or if it's rockery, or there's only certain types of their soil and things that they can actually grow now, because the wind has a lot of effect on the crops. Yeah, so they can only grow, so they're getting cut down even more and more and more to what they can grow now. So, you know, and if the land's for grazing, then they can have cattle produce and meat and stuff like that. But then if there's no good produce in the land and that, the cattle's no good, is it? So anyway, so I've only been back a few days. So yeah, so I'm enjoying myself at the moment. So I've got lots to show you when we walk round. I'm doing a lot of cleaning up at the moment. So I've been in here, I've been in my shed today. So I'll try and bend down a minute. There we go. So basically down here, I've put all my feed additives, soil additives, and everything away underneath there. I've had a tidy up under here as well, under there as well, so, and then you'll see that anyway. So another thing is as well, I was going to put the bird feeders out, because I've got bird feeders here, because the thing is, it's windy. There's no point in putting them out in windy, because all the wind will do is shut the food out of it. Complete waste of money, you know, at the end of the day. So I could get some peanuts and fat balls and put them in, so that's what I might do actually, because I've got a nice one here that I can put peanuts in and fat balls, and I think like now, you know, this time of year and that, it's not so bad at the moment because all the crops are falling, you know, the fruit and produce and everything for the birds are fallen now. You know, everything's dying off kind of thing towards the end of September and into October. So they're not that desperate for food, but middle of October and that, I'll start putting out again, and then we can see Mr. Fat Pigeon being greedy. I will catch you, Mr. Fat Pigeon. We'll find you. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So, well, look, we've got two visitors here. Look at this. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Yeah, we've got. There they are down here. Here, come here. Say hello. Say hello. It's Jess and Tiggy. I don't know if you can see them anyway, but they're here. They're always here with me. They're always here. So. Yeah, so just doing a bit of tidying up really, because if Claudia comes down here, I'll get loads of earache. Why do I come down here all the time and seem to have to tidy up and all that lot? So yeah, so I'm just kind of like killing two birds with one stone at the moment and trying to get about. So yeah, so what we'll do, we'll have a look out here. Come on, we'll pick this up. Right. So yeah, so it's great to be back, to be honest. Yeah, it's fantastic. I just feel like it's going to still rain this afternoon, so anyway, so I'll try and talk you through a few things as I go along. So water wise, we're here on these two on this side. So water wise, we're not doing too bad, but I'll just come round here on here. You come with me, follow me, here we go. But on these, this one's empty, that one's empty, but this one's starting to fill up, because if you remember, in August, we swapped the gutters, didn't we? We put that guttering down, the guttering up there, we pulled that down to this side, so the water, as you can see up there now, is going into this IBC. Why can I never get my words out? I'm getting angry. Right, yeah. Right, and the water level is down to there, so yeah, so we're doing all right. Plus I've put these blue barrels out on the end of oh, I'll have to watch my footing, hold on. So I've got this blue barrel as well down here as well, yeah. So it's this time of year now, the leaves are falling, so what have you got to do? If you want the water, you've got to clean the gutters out, haven't you? So get the gutters clean. Get your gutters clean. Stop faffing about and just get your gutters clean. Yeah? I'll show you the greenhouses in a minute. Yeah? So look at me. I've even got to do my gutters a little bit there. I don't know if you can see. But, yeah, anyway. There's a couple of them there. I'll just shift that out the way while I can. Woo. That, give it a blow. There we go. And leave that dangling there. That hit me, that did, whatever it was. Yeah. Leave the netting. Leave the netting over your water, over your tanks like that. Bit of green netting. There you go. Choo choo! It's the Hogwalks Express. Welcome back. Sorry about that, that's a child in me. Mind you, if you like Steps to Adventure, Jordan loves the Hogwarts Express and anything to do with Harry Potter and all that lot. Yeah, he's a big fan of that, so he'd love it down here. Hey, wait till you see this. I'm not showing off, honestly. Catching. Get a load of that. Don't know if you can see it. Look at them chilies there. Look at that. It's full of them. So, yeah, we're doing all right. So, let's just have a wander down here. Yeah, so let's have a sit down a minute. Yeah, so we're doing all right. Water's up here. Come here then. Come here. Come on. Come say hello, one at a time. It's Tiggy. Hello, Tiggy. Always pushing me in bed, aren't you? Come here, Jess. Come on then, come and say hello to the viewers. Come on. Oh, stop jumping about because it hurts me. There we go. There's Jessie. Big girl Jess. Jessie's 13. Tiggy's 10. I'm just trying to find pet insurance for him and it's doing me head in. It's like everything else. All that's going up as well. Yeah, so if you can see in the background, there's no Mr. Fat Pigeon. He's in hiding at the moment. And also the bird feeders. I've put them in the shed for now because it is still a bit windy. So like I said before, we've collected some water. We've done all right on the water. I've put the extra blue barrels out around the greenhouses, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. And this time of the year, so going back to what we were talking about before, we're coming towards the end of September, so enjoy your crop. Enjoy what you've done. Grow things that you like to grow, yeah? Grow things that you like to eat. Don't make it hard for yourself. So this year I thought, because I've not grown peas or beans for like 5 years, so I just thought to myself, I thought, do you know what, we'll get Claudia to put a cage up and some posts in, which she did really well. I'm very grateful for that. And when I put peas in again and beans and that this year, didn't really get much out of it because the winds, they don't like the winds, so you know about that already. But I've just tidied it off and I just thought, do you know what, next year I'm going to have a rake of sunflowers again. I remember, I enjoy flowers more. I'm sorry guys if you're into veg and all that lot. I don't mind growing a little veg, but I have to grow easy things now because I have trouble, don't I, with my mobility. So I have to grow things that are easy and they don't need much dealing with. So yeah, so that's the way I have to go. So next year, yeah, peas and beans. Didn't get much off them this year. What did he do? Caused me a bit of trouble, really, try to tidy him off. I came down here one day for half an hour and I looked at the fence and it needed cleaning. I lasted half an hour and then it got on my back and everything, so I had to go home again, so that ruined that day. So I've only a certain amount of time or good days that I can actually come down here and do stuff, which is why I'm doing the channel, because it's my happy place really, and I've had a lot of bad luck this 6 months of this year. So yeah, so it's just something I need to find myself, get happy with myself and everything, and just continue to do and try and keep my head above water. But at least I'm on the right side of the soil at the moment. I'm still alive, aren't I? So yeah, so we'll have a walk around the allotment in a minute, much to Jess and Tiggy's amazement. I think I'll do about another half an hour. So also the two trees that I never did move, that need moving, that still need moving. So yeah, so I haven't had time, or I'm a bit worried because they are getting bigger, so they're going to need cutting down and separating. Because I had some good advice off the Lone Ranger, Chris Dixon. He does landscaping and everything and has quite a few contracts and he's well known around Morecambe area. He has a lot to do with the allotments and that round here as well. And he gave me some good advice, and he just said, basically, he says, them trees will never fruit, and he was right, and that's what's happened. I mean, this is the 5th year that them trees have been in there together, and it's an apple tree, it's a pink lady apple tree, and it's a Rocher pear tree. Now, I'm a bit touch and go whether the Rocher pear tree will actually do anything at all really, because I think they mainly grow in hotter countries, but you know, it's all trial and error, so never give in, and that's what it's all about. And that's where I get the fun on the allotment, is trying things that other people don't, or you think you can't do. It's like, right, let me tell you something now, right, because it's like towards end of season, like I've chucked a lot of my chilies outside amongst the flowers. So the flowers are actually holding the chilies up, but I'll show you in a bit. It's like I just do things differently. But or I think differently than everybody else, but we won't go into that. So yeah, So we'll have a look round, and it's mainly this time of year you need to start thinking about important things like tidying up. Yeah, so you need to tidy your allotment up this time of year. Start thinking about things like composting. What can you compost, or you know, it's like when all the flowers and that are finished with, and they end up snipping them or they die off, or anything that's dying off, I'm going to put it in the compost and rejuvenate the richness and the goodness and all them added feeds and minerals and NPKs and things like that that they've all grown in. They'll reproduce again because they'll be put in the compost and they'll be composted, so that they'll just produce more goodness in the soil. And the soil that I've got over there in the compost department compost areas, sorry, departments. The soil that I've got over there in the compost areas is fantastic. It's quite blacky soil, and I've just chucked a spade in it, and I've got worms in it everywhere. So, and that's a good sign to your soil and how good your compost is doing already. And I haven't even composted for next year yet, and that's that. You know, I've already put perlite and vermiculite in the soil just to break it up in 2 of the areas anyway. Anyway, that's a train again, by the way. They always look bored, don't they? Do you know, when someone sat on the train, they look like bored, they look like looking out the window like that. Anyway, that's me being silly. So yeah, so this year I've had great produce, great flowers. Failed on 2 things, as I mentioned before. So I failed on sweet corn that I thought was doing all so great. I think that's my fault for being clever and snipping the tops, as I said before when I was in the shed. And the peas as well. The peas just ended up looking burnt or fading off. So unfortunately, that's where we are with them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a walk round and show you some of the things that we've been doing and what you should be doing this time of year. Alright, so give me a minute. There we go. So camera's round. Here we go. Right, yeah, so flowers. Before, I said to you before, I said I've just chucked a load of the chilli plants that are outside, yeah? Look at them. Look at them, Bobby Dazzlers, look at them. So they're vampire chilies, yeah? They're black, they're scary black. They'll bite you in the neck. Vampire chilies, yeah? Look at these peppers hiding here, look at that. Look at that baby, look at that one there, yeah? So these are all chilli plants. These are lemon chilies. I wonder why they're called lemon chilies, Andy. Come on, think about it. What colour's a lemon? Yeah, that's right. Well done. Right, so yeah. So some of the chilli plants I've just thought I'll chuck outside because they've still got plenty of time. Got a couple of weeks or whatever, you know. Look, lemon chilies. Lemon chilies. Lemon there. And a couple of pepper plants. So these here just ended up drying out, really, to be honest. Probably seeded. That'll be where the seeds are, won't it? So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, it's interesting. Reproduction, yeah? That'll be where the seeds are. Anyway, yeah, so 1 or 2 didn't do so well on the dahlias, which is these type here. They just got so far and then it ended up like drying out or whatever, but they're not dry now. You know, they're proper green and everything, so I don't know what happened there. So yeah, so, oh hello, what are you doing? Right then. So let's have a look. Alright, Jess, keeping track of stuff. So we're in September, there's a lot of spiders about. I don't like spiders, so if you hear me scream, that's why. So some of them are okay, but a lot are dying off now. You know. Some of them are a great colour, aren't they? Hey? So yeah, so look at them. Striking. Very striking colours and that. They're amazing. I could bore you to death with dahlias, but there you go, look at that. I might snip that one off actually. Take that home for Claudia. Mind you, she's got quite a lot of flowers at the moment. So yeah, there's a few of the white ones left there. And a dog. Wait, what are you doing? Yeah, so they've been cut back. So let's have a walk round. I know what you're going to say. They still need painting, don't they? So I got my mate to come down and lift these out for me. And the reason, there's loads of jobs to do this time of year, guys. Loads of jobs to do. So they were rotting. So we had a lot of, there you go, look at that. And we had a lot of that water collection down there. So that's ruined them, isn't it, Jess? Huh? They've been ruined. They're no good. Are they? Are they any good? Wait! Get your snout out of that mud. Yeah, so they're no good. Jess, behave. Yeah, so that's waterlogged. All that there. So I need to do something with that. So go on, get down there. Go on. So I tidied these out, and they still got the. I think I've put these in wrong. Somehow I've put these in wrong. They just look stupid. They're supposed to be pink celery, but they've gone funny. So I don't know what happened there. So I might as well get rid of them because we're not going to get anything out of them. They just grew flat. So I must have either put them in too much. I'll have to ask the ladies at Robinson's because they just went flat. So look at these. They're lovely, them, aren't they? Do you know what? I don't even know what they're called. So if you know what these are called, put a comment in, will you? Let me know. Because I let them grow every year and I just think they look really nice. It's something to do with Chinese, some of them. Yeah. Do you know what they're called, Jess? I don't know what they're called. Anyway, do you know what they're called, Tiggers? I don't know what they're called. Chinese summer, anyway, I know that. So yeah, so it's tidy up your bedding plants now, yeah. Get them tidied off. Any weeding that needs doing. Yeah, so they've been weeded, tidied off. This area here as well, yeah, I'm still not sure what I'm doing. I think I might just leave it actually, because I do like the blue slate. And the fact that I've got no weeds growing through it anymore. So I think I'm just going to leave it there, to be honest. So let's have a look at some of the dahlias on the front end. Check this out. Not bad, is it? It's all about enjoying your produce now, yeah? Enjoy it. Look at these. I'll have to pick some of these. Do be firkin. Check some of them out. Yeah? Absolutely lovely colours, them. So, got a big one here on its own. Not sure if I like that colour, to be honest. Not sure. Just a bit pale, like foggy looking, isn't it? Won't say too much, I'll probably get in trouble for saying foggy. Yeah, some pink ones left there. There we go. Not bad, eh? Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah. One or two left here. Ka-ching, ka-ching. You know what I mean. Look at that, just on its own. There. Look at that. That's amazing. Probably a flower you couldn't repeat, looking at that. And yeah, so the smaller ones there, just ended up dying off. So I'm going to get rid of all the small ones. I'm not really keen on the small ones, to be honest. So yeah. So one of the first jobs I said that I did when I got back was clear the peas off here. I lasted about half an hour and it done me back in, so that took me 2 attempts to get that cleared off, and there wasn't a lot there. You look back in the videos, there wasn't a lot there at all. Was there, Tiggers? Weren't a lot there at all, was there? It soon done me head in. So I've had some help off the missus as well, and my mate. He came down and sorted. Well, we're talking about the compost heaps now, yeah. So I've started putting rubbish in here as well. There's my mate. And this is the result of the sweet corn. They just went murky looking. Now the roots were alright, but it was like they were wet. And they just like failed. It's like miserably failed. Ended up dying off. They weren't even worth seeding, you know, like when you look at them and you think, oh, I'll take a few out of there for seeds. But they weren't up to scratch, and they just look. So I failed, guys, unfortunately. I'm not good at everything. So I failed at the sweet corn quite miserably, and the peas. So next year, when you're looking at here, yeah, next year, that's going to be full of sunflowers. We'll have some nice sunflowers. Aren't we, girls? Hey? Yeah, let's have some sunflowers next year. Sunflowers for making people happy and putting the right mood and atmosphere into the allotment. Yeah. So remember, we were saying before about it's time to sort your composts out. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Dig your composts over. My mate Bill, he did that for me. Yeah, and he digged that over for me. And he took most of the weeds out. I say most. And there's the roses. I might give it to Bill actually, that rose. Yeah, just growed out of nowhere, that did. Took a cutting from a rose plant that I had on allotment, and that was last year actually. And like I said before in previous videos, look at that, just grown out of nothing. So yeah, so look at your soil, rejuvenate your soil, yeah, dig it over, get your other stuff, all your fresh composting stuff, put in another area, yeah, or your greenery, get your greenery in there, get that, sort your soil out, yeah, and then it'll start thinning out and blacking out like this. There you go. Look how black that soil is. That's what you want to be aiming for. Thin your soil out. It's even got worms in it. There you go. Wiggly worms. Yeah, so the blacker your soil, I don't know, it's just better. So that's all tidied off now, and that's what you want to be aiming for. Yeah, start prepping and thinking about what you want to grow next year. So if you listen to me spouting off, yeah, I've told you that I'm not going to grow some of the same dahlias for next year, because I'm already forward thinking. I'm thinking about, you know, what kind of dahlias do I want next year, what kind of plants, where am I going to put them, what does the soil have to be like for the plants next year. So again, I've had a couple of rhubarb out of here, champagne rhubarb, been doing pretty well actually, yeah. It's lovely, that champagne rhubarb. Grab some of that before I go home, I think. Take some of that. So just walking round here. So we're tidied up. Remember, we've got the baby calla lilies, yeah. So they'll be put somewhere else next year, because them calla lilies will come out massive next year. They'll be as big as the other two that I've got, that I'm just about to show you. Yeah, 3 calla lilies at the back here. 1, 2, 3. So we need to move them, because they did pretty well. And I've got all the rose plants here. These are the roses that we've got here. Rose plants here. They'll just produce next year. They need a bit of tidying, to be honest. So I've tidied down here as well. I did these little ones. Actually, and while we're on the subject, I'll show you a good tool that I've been using that stops me from bending over. It's really good. And what I might start doing is looking at some tools that help people with mobility problems. So here we are. I'll just stand it there. See if it'll stand up. There we are. And that thing there, I can just twist. Yeah? I can just use that from standing up straight, keeping my back straight. Yeah? And just twist it in the soil. That's all I do. Yeah? And the only bending down that I have to do then is just to pick the greenery out. So I did these small areas here. I actually managed these in the buckets as well. Here. Yeah? So all the buckets and that have been cleaned out. Just used a little trail there to clean them buckets out. Got 2 dodgy leaves there, so we'll get rid of them. Yeah. And if you remember, that's where the sweet corn was, in these tubs. So yeah, so they've been cleaned out. And here we are to the massive calla lilies. Remember these? Yeah. These big ones. So they're all like, you know, when you look at that, I bet they're seeds again that they're growing in that flower head. It's interesting. They probably are, you know. I bet you that they're seeds, or some type of way of seeds that you can grow calla lilies again. Look there, look. There, look. It's in that one. I bet you if I snap that off, right, I'm going to put that in soil. So we're going to have an experiment now. Right. See if I've got one of my buckets. Here. Let's have a look. Right. Shall we use that one? Big job. Right, so I've got one here. I've got a little pot, because I've got a little hunch. We've just learnt something. There we go. So we'll put a bit of soil in there. Yeah. Bit of soil in there. Like so. Just get a loose bit of soil in there. Just look at this a minute. There we are. It's in that. I'm going to put that in this pot. Just like that. Yeah. Let me just see if there's any more. There's no more. Right. Put a bit of soil in there like so. Take that little wiggly worm out, because it might eat that. Right. And do you know what we're going to do with that? Nothing. Nothing at all. We're going to put it somewhere. Right, I'll tell you where we're going to put it. And we'll have a look at it next year. We'll put it in here with this fuchsia that I've got going there. So always remember, I've got baby fuchsia there. And in here, I've put what I think is like some type of seed for that calla lily. Interesting. Wonder if there's any more. Let's go back and have a look. Well, look at them. Look. Right then, I'm going to need some help here. Right, I'm going to snap that off. Because I'm just wondering if... Are they seeds? What are they? Am I wasting my time? Am I talking crap? Anybody grows calla lilies can help me out. even Dan, Allotment Diary Man, you're the best guy to advise me. However, this is flowers, so I don't know if you'll know. So anybody knows? Yeah, anybody knows at all? Let me just peel this back and see what happens here. If that's right, there's loads here. I don't really want to. So what do you do? So anyway, I've probably just ruined it now. Oh well. I don't know. Right, I'll leave it for the time being. I don't know. Let's have a look. Are they coming off one by one? Right, anyway. Something else I'm going to have to learn about. So yeah, so that's... so let's have a look at the greenhouses. How are we getting on? We ain't done too bad, to be honest. So we'll do this one first. So remember being ruthless when I had to do a lot of cutting back. Yeah. So a lot of these are carrot chilies. Still got cucumber there. A couple of peppers there. They're going a bit soft now, but I'll probably take the seeds out of them. Yeah. For next year. Look at these Bobby Dazzlers. Some are green, some are orange. Yeah. They did really well, didn't they? These did really well. They're not bad. Carrot chilies anyway. Lemon chilies. Yeah. Banana, if I remember these ones. Banana chilies. Because they basically nearly look like bananas. Yeah. So they're doing alright. Just leave them there. You don't have to do anything with them now. Coming towards the end. Yes, it's all about tidying up and thinking about next year now. Like I've already said. So chilies, a lot of, what are they called? Basket of fire, is it? Or super chili. These are called super chilies. So I wonder what the bloody Scoville factor is on these. These are dead tiny, these. Phileas Blue. So I tied them up in the end because they were getting everywhere. So Phileas Blue chilies. Phileas Blue. Yeah. They are small, but they are nice in a chili con carne, to be honest. So what's going on with the cucumbers? The cucumbers are dying off a bit, but there's, they're starting to discolour now. Temperatures drop. Once you lose that 10 degrees in September, things start changing, don't they? So I'll just leave that there for now. When I run out of cucumbers, I'll come back and get it. Leave that dangling like that. Whee! Oh well. Just leave it dangling anyway. I've got a massive one there. So yes, I've been doing a lot of tidying up, as you can tell. Last few days I've been back. So I've done a lot of cutting back because they weren't going to do anything. I've got 1 or 2 cucumbers up here still as well. I've got that growing. And I've got that growing at the back there. So I'll just cut them when I need them. Cut them when I need them. A couple of peppers there, still going away, you know. And just like chili plants, like more chili plants, more lemon, size of them lemons. So more Phileas Blue. They're just smaller they are. They're just awkward to deal with. But I wouldn't eat one. Don't forget the rolling of chilies. The smaller they are, the hotter they are. Yeah. And some like baby peppers and that here. They'll start making way soon. You can see loads of peppers there. Chilies, peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes. I love it. Can't get enough of it. So it's all about tidying up as well, yeah. So I've been getting a bit of tidying up done. I've had about enough today. I've been down here for about an hour and 20 minutes, so I think that's enough for me, to be honest. I'll have to come back tomorrow or another day and probably sweep that out. Nothing's urgent. Tomatoes! Go on, Andy! Get in the Kimberley! Kimberley! Check this out. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Tell you what though. Tell you what. When you can go on your allotment and you can do this. Always makes me laugh this time of year, because I remember Alan Titchmarsh going, oh yeah, August, September, yeah, and I've grown all them tomatoes and I don't know what to do with them. Well, this is what you do with them, right? You pick your Kimberley tomatoes and you go, taste buds are tingling, mum. Pure tomatoes, so tomatoey. Oh my god. Sorry girls, I can't go do anything. It'll affect your bowels, girls. I'm enjoying that tomato. So, let's show the GP, the general public. Tomatoes mixed in with peppers. There we go. Check them bad boys out. Them peppers, right? If you do a savoury mince, cut them peppers in half and lay the mince inside the peppers. For anybody that knows how to cook. Tomato galore down here. Got more tomatoes here. I'll have to share some out. Problem is with tomatoes is you can't give them away half at a time. Chilli time! Chilies! What are we doing here? Hold on, let's have a look. Now you can see they need a bit of water. I'm going to put a bit of water in before I go. Look at that. That's tremendous, that, isn't it? Look at that. £3. £3 that was. From your green shopping centre. £3. Because they couldn't even be bothered watering it. Yeah, look what I got for £3. That's amazing. All these, sorry Jess, nearly stood on you then. So all of these tomato plants, I've only grown one type this year, as I said before, yeah. They're called Kimberley. I walked into Marks and Spencer's one day and I brought a pack. And I come on and I split them open, took all the seeds, dried the seeds out and planted them. And that's where we are. Oh, check them out. Jess, what do you reckon? What do you reckon to them banana chilies there on your right? These ones here. Look at the size of them Bobby Dazzlers. Yeah. Get them for chilies. So they shouldn't be hot because they're quite big. So I'm hoping I can put them in a salad or something. Right then guys. Bit of a long video today because I haven't seen you for ages, kind of thing. So we're going to call it a day now. Because I've seen enough spiders. It's September and I don't like spiders. And do my head in. And it's time to pack stuff away and go home and sort myself out. All the usual. Anyway, thank you for watching. Absolutely thank you for watching.